can I have some iced tea?
May I have a sweet tea? And then they're like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is actually physically wrong with you?
And she was 15 at the time.
Aw, so young.
Yeah.
Naive.
And
she doesn't
then
know any better but to follow him into the woods.
This is I Was a Teenage Murderer.
This girl's carrying around a knife, and then someone decides, let's lynch her.
They're like, oh, just had breakfast, tea time. Oh, just had lunch, tea time. Oh, just murdered my ex-girlfriend who's 15. Tea time.
Today's episode, Trouble in Paradise.
Hello, everybody. I am Noel Jones.
And I'm Abella Knott.
And this is I Was a Teenage Murderer. I don't know why I said that a little southern. It was a little southern. It's like, I was a teenage murderer.
I mean, we're in Texas.
That is true. Home of the Falcon Spirit.
I thought you were going to say home of the Texans.
The home of the Texans. Texas, where Texans live. Brought to you by Texas.
Brought to you by the Lone Star State.
The Lone Star. What a cool name, honestly, though. Like,
I love how wild Texas is with its...
Florida. The Sunshine State.
No, the Lone Star
The Garden State. The Lone Star State.
Wait, who's the Garden State?
New Jersey.
Why?
I don't know. They got gardens or something? What's Arkansas? Does Arkansas even have one?
To be honest, I don't remember. Can I look that up real fast?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Google machine.
Someone's also the Peanut State.
The Peanut State. That's lame.
I know Georgia is the peach state, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because I
Georgia
see, like, Georgia.
Let's see.
California?
I don't remember. Like, I only, for whatever reason, know New Jersey.
Wait.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's the Diamond State. Arkansas is the
That's
Diamond
kind of
State.
okay.
Why?
Because you can, like, go and, like, mine for diamonds. Like, they have public mines that you can go to.
that's
and,
so
like,
cool.
You can
Not
dig
as
for
cool as the
diamonds
Lone
in
Star
courts.
State, but
Let's go to Arkansas.
it's not.
Yeah, I want to get diamonds.
You'll get them for birthday or Christmas.
For birthday.
For birth.
I like the sound you just made.
You get in somewhere else. So we don't have to go
Somewhere
to
else.
Arkansas to get
No, but,
diamonds.
like, they literally have, it's called the Crater of Diamonds State Park, and you just go,
That's
like,
kinda
you
cool.
pay admission, you go, you dig, if you find a diamond, you know.
You
it's-
find a diamond.
Like, I just feel like at this point, it would be so difficult to find a diamond.
we did that in Alaska, but for gold.
Alaska.
We didn't
What
find
is
any
Alaska?
gold. The cold state.
The final
cold
frontier.
State. Yeah, I feel like it would be like the frontier state.
The frontier
Because, like,
state.
nobody lives there. And
Alaska is like cold Texas. That's the only way to explain
it's cold
it.
Texas.
They have guns in Alaska, too.
Okay, I don't know how many Southerners I met who were like, yeah, I just decided to move to Alaska. Like, all of them had Southern accents, and they're like,
That's
yeah,
so
I'm from
weird.
Texas. I just decided to move to Alaska.
I would never move to Alaska. I would never, like, I just cannot live anywhere cold. The cold
It is
honestly makes
literally
me
cold
depressed.
Texas.
Like, you know, like, if I'm sad and it's hot outside, you know, I'm a little less sad than if I was sad and it's cold outside.
Today is too cold for me.
No, I agree. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah, it's too cold.
It's terrible. I hate the cold.
Hold on, it is 61 degrees outside.
Yeah, too cold.
That
is not cold.
Anything below like 85, I don't want.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, you're stupid.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna, when global warming takes over,
I'm gonna
I'm
thrive.
I'm gonna be
be at my best.
I'm gonna conquer. Concord?
Concord.
Concord. I'm gonna
Concord.
conquer.
New Hampshire. Is that New Hampshire? Concord?
Concord's a city?
Isn't it? It's definitely a capital of a state. Okay, listen. Me and Abella don't know anything about any states except for
Pretty
Texas.
sure Concord is in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I think it's the capital of New Hampshire.
I have 2 extra social studies credits on my like high school plan. I don't know anything about social studies.
I don't even know how to socially interact with anyone.
You're so edgy.
Yeah, I just can't relate.
so
The normies.
Oh my
Okay, speaking of people who can't relate, teenage murderers. So this week our theme is kind of like, you know, killing your significant other, because you know, sometimes when you're in a relationship and
teenager.
you're around these people all the time. You're around with the person that you are, you know, in cahoots with. that's not really. Anyways, you're with them all the time, and they just do stuff that just gets on your nerves.
I personally love teenage relationships because they're very stupid.
They're hilarious.
So, as two teenagers who are in teenage relationships, they're stupid. Like, it's funny. I love watching teenage couples fight.
I get angry over literally like nothing at all, and it's
not to call out
actually
Noel, but
psycho.
Noel gets angry at her boyfriend when he looks at other females.
Okay, yeah, but that's just because I have a lot of self-confidence issues, okay, Abella? We don't
I
need
know,
to
I
get
just
into, like,
think
my
it's
deep
funny.
psyche right now, okay? Sorry, Michael, I'm psycho. Anyways, other people, at least I'm not a teenage murderer,
but
those people are more psycho than
I love when, like, freshman girls, like, date, like,
my
a
favorite.
sophomore,
That's
like,
my
a
favorite,
junior
actually.
dude, and they think, like, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah, like,
it's
me
like
and
modern-day Romeo and Juliet.
And you're like, okay, well,
and you're like, they die at the end.
I've been in this for the long haul now. Not that long, but longer than you. Yike.
And the guy's not even attractive, and
You're
you just kind of
like,
feel bad.
honey,
You're
come
just kinda
on.
like,
Have higher standards. Anyways, who am I to judge? They'll get it together.
eventually.
I'm not as psycho as a teenage murderer, probably. I
We
still
don't
have a
know
couple.
yet.
I have 2 more years. Oh, like almost one. Like, yeah, 2. 18, 19. 2 more years to become a teenage murderer. But until then, right now, I think I'm okay. But this girl,
I love crazy girls.
Moringa.
Moringa?
No, that's where she lived. In Moringa. I don't really know where that is.
I was about to be like, that's where she's
County.
crazy.
I don't have her name either. This is like a really vague thing. Okay.
Noel's already laughing.
I'm just laughing at the headline, which I won't read to you because it'll spoil like the funny part of this, which is it's not funny, but it's peculiar. Anyways, okay. The article starts out, a 19-year-old woman who stabbed her boyfriend to death.
It's in Alabama.
Alabama, okay. So basically it says like she stabbed her boyfriend over a phone dispute. So okay. It makes you think like they got into an argument over the phone and then she stabbed him. No, they were arguing and he like had her phone and then like he wouldn't give it back to her and so she stabbed him. But her boyfriend,
Like that cutesy thing that guys try to do where they're like, oh,
okay, yeah, but I think they were in a serious argument and then she just, whipped out a knife and then stabbed him twice in the neck and chest. Oh wait, his girlfriend's name is Salome
Sylvester Stallone?
Salome.
Salome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Her last name's like weird. So like he asked for her phone and then allegedly refused to return it, and so
Why did he ask for the phone? Do you know?
I guess they were in an argument. I think that maybe there was something that she maybe was hiding, so he like wanted her phone. This is so weird. Okay, so she spent the night with her cousin, and then she came, apparently like her cousin and then the guy, I don't know, but she came with a knife which she used to kill him. So she like, I guess she went to her, like slept with her cousin's house, like at her cousin's house, and then like went to with her boyfriend or somewhere, or her boyfriend came over maybe, and then it's really vague. And then okay, here's a quote from the mom of the son. She came to my son's house in the morning and walked out, but only a few minutes later we heard a large scream. We found my son lying on the floor. Apparently he just bled and died on the spot, like,
Oh, it's the neck.
Yeah, true, the neck.
And depending
The
on
neck
where she gets
is-
in the chest, like that's.
This is where it's spicy, The murder
gets
happened.
weirder?
It's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Okay, that's bad, but it's an eyewitness question. She was being questioned by the public, basically, and apparently she was really rude and like threatened people and
After she already killed someone?
yes, so they were questioning her in public, I guess, and like news stations and stuff that were questioning her, and she was getting rude and like threatened to like hurt people, and then
She can't, though.
that's quote. Here's a quote. That's how members of public got furious and started beating her, and later lynched her.
They lynched her?
They lynched her.
Wait. What are the specifics of lynching?
Okay,
What kind of town is this?
so her father, like, okay,
This girl's carrying around a knife, and then someone decides, let's lynch her.
so yeah, they get into, she's like, basically a mob formed, and
oh my god.
they burned her body.
Her body.
They burned her.
Wait, was she alive? Like, they burned her?
I don't know. I think
that she passed out?
She might have been passed out because I think that they like were beating her and then burned her.
Oh.
Yeah. She was literally lynched. So
who got arrested for that? And did they get lynched?
No. But the police guy who was like kind of the police boss man, he urged residents not to engage in love affairs when they're so young, as they do not know how to solve relationship problems. That's what his like.
How old were they? How old?
So she was 19, and like she wasn't even that like that's not that young for a relation. You would think like
that's a legal
young
adult.
You would think young as in 14, 13, 16, even 19. That's like barely teenager. Like you're almost out of your teen years. It's your last year as a teenager.
An adult
you are legally an adult. But her boyfriend was 23. Which I mean, it's not that large of an age gap, but I feel like when you're younger, it's a bigger deal. Like if they were like 20, maybe not.
If they were both in their 20s, it would be
their 20s, early 30s, and I feel like then it doesn't really matter. But like the maturity difference is pretty like relevant at that age. I feel like in these younger ages where you're still transitioning out of things. So yeah, she stabbed her boyfriend and killed him, and then she was lynched.
Wild from start to finish.
Yeah, okay, so the title of the article, which just really, that's why I started laughing before. A teenager in Moringa stabbed her boyfriend over a phone dispute. Residents questioned her, but she threatened them, then they lynched her. Like, so casual, like, you're threatening me? Okay, lynch her. Come on,
you want to know something
ahead.
Even worse that's casual?
Oh, very good.
I kind of just want to like give you the headline first and then elaborate on it, because the headline's really what brought me into this.
They always do. A good headline really does sell just really sells me to read a story.
Teen kills ex-girlfriend for free breakfast. Got guilty of murder.
Oh, for free breakfast. They're like, dude, That's fight.
Literally what happened. Yes. Okay. Let's do a little explaining. Joshua Davies. This is in England, by the way. 16. He can finally be named. For a long time, he like. So this was. Well, this happened like 2010, 2011, but like this article was like published in 2011, and this was like he can be named now. So he was 16 in 2011. After being found guilty. So what happened was this is an ex-girlfriend, but they were still like kind of friends or something like that.
Like decent terms, not like hate each other's guts.
Yeah.
Stab them because I hate them so much.
He had a quote-unquote love-hate relationship with her. It was really weird. And his friend, like him and his friend were texting, and he was like, if you kill someone... The friend can't be named, by the way. If you kill someone, like, I'll totally, like, buy you, like, free breakfast or stuff. And, like, it was just super duper casual. And he...
Okay, yeah.
Well, okay. And they kept talking. And then later that night, he goes, not to, like, say anything, but you might owe me free breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And so what happened was he lures Rebecca Allward into the woods, and she like...
It's always the woods.
Yeah. First off, let's go with my ex-boyfriend into the woods.
Yeah, like, okay, if I was in a relationship that, like, it's not bad right now, like, the relationship between them, like, though they're not dating, like, it's not bad, but it's not good, you know, like, I just feel like if you're not, like, best friends, like, one, you probably shouldn't be hanging out with them. Two, like, who's just, like, you know what sounds like a fun activity? Let's go to the woods.
You know that really secluded part of the woods?
Like, let's go there. And it's
so he lures her there. And she was 15 at the time.
Aw, so young.
Yeah.
Naive. She doesn't know any better but to follow him into the woods.
She looks like one of those, like, middle school girls who, like, just found makeup and, like, they're cute. And,
yeah.
like, you know, they just found makeup and they're
fresh
just trying their best.
They're trying their breasts.
trying their best.
Sorry.
And she's like the thick mascara. There's like a picture of her, and she's doing like the no teeth smile, like the.
Oh, the soft like hey. That's what a soft smile sounds like.
So he lures her into the woods,
Right.
then beats her to death
Aww.
with a rock the size of a rugby ball.
Oh my
and
gosh.
hits her 6 times in the head.
That's like an aggressive thing too. Like that's like I feel like a gunshot. Like if you shoot somebody, like at least that's like quick. But like if you are beating somebody to death, you
Back
have
of
to.
the head too.
Oh, it's always.
So she didn't even see it. Yeah, she didn't even see it coming.
Oh, Rebecca.
Yeah. And so then he went to a friend's house after this, where he drank tea and bragged about what he had
British
done.
people, am I right, with their tea? I love tea. Me and Abella are big tea people.
Guys, I love tea so much.
But I don't know if I would be like, really down for some. Josh, are you a tea person? Josh loves coffee.
Yeah, Josh
I am
loves
also.
coffee.
I'm a huge coffee fan.
I
a
like
huge
coffee as well. I
love anything that will give me caffeine.
I don't know. Also, like I went to England and they
their
drink
tea is really good.
they drink tea literally after every meal.
I kind of
literally
think that's where
after
my obsession started.
Any activity, they're like, oh, just had breakfast, tea time. Oh, just had lunch, tea time. Oh, just murdered my ex-girlfriend who's 15. Tea time.
Well, they
I went
think
there,
that's
I went to London, and then, I was obsessed with... I think that's what happened.
like you think people think it's a cliche, like, oh, British people just drink tea all the time, but no,
But
they actually
literally
do.
drink tea all the time.
Like, you will have 3 or 4 cups of tea a day if you go over to England.
But
My
that's
living.
me. That's
I bet they have
They also have a Starbucks over there. They have a singular Starbucks.
one.
one.
No,
Wait, in
they
all of
have-
England?
they have more than one.
I was like, one in
We
all of
stayed-
England? Oh.
We stayed by, the London Eye, which was really fun.
We stayed over by King's Cross Station, which is apparently where the Harry Potter platform
Oh,
is.
that's cool. Yeah.
I went to Universal, and so...
Never have I ever left the country. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay.
I'll take you to
I'll
London.
experience. Would you? Senior trip?
Yeah.
Let's go, whenever we get big and famous for this podcast, of course. Whenever we go on tour, our girls, Karen and Georgia, then we can travel.
I don't want to go to cold places.
I understand. We'll go when it's hot.
Okay.
We won't go.
We went
when
to
it's
Paris when there was a heat.
Oh, very
I
good.
was gonna say heat stroke.
Disclaimer, it's almost never hot in England.
I know. I was cold the entire time.
Miserable.
Horrible.
Maybe that's why they drink tea all the time, because it's hot and warm, and they're just.
Also, never ask for iced tea. They'll call it blasphemy and spit at you.
Really?
I love
Try
sweet
taking
tea.
your granny, your southern granny.
Yeah,
to, and she'll be like, "Can I have some iced tea?"
May I have a sweet tea? And then they're like,
Sweet
what,
tea.
what is wrong with you? Like, what is actually physically wrong with you?
I don't think
How
they could
dare
say no
you?
to her because she was paying
She's
for
just-
everything.
and she's so sweet. Like, I can't say no to Granny.
She's my
Mama,
dad's.
like, you can't.
She's my dad's mother.
I know, they just don't sell it over there.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't they, not put ice in their soft drinks?
Yeah, no, they don't. You have to, ask for ice
I just,
if you want ice.
There definitely was an ice cream vending machine in our hotel though, so
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I also in that hotel I had to sleep on the window ledge, the
Oh,
little indent where the
okay,
window
okay.
is.
That's still weird, but,
Oh, so anyway,
So,
back to murder.
back to murder.
So he goes to his friend's house where he drank tea and bragged. And then that evening, he created an alibi by posting messages on social networking sites, is what it says.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, social networking site, Facebook.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where they can't just say Facebook.
Social networking site, Facebook,
Facebook.
like they rename it.
I'm sorry. Oh, he was saying that he was chilling out with some friends while watching Strictly Come Dancing. I don't know what that is. I'm going to guess
It sounds like. Anyway, it's still kind of weird. Like, what dude bros just hang out
it's
and
England.
hang out and watch dance competitions? Like, I don't know any boys that hang out
wanna
and
know
do
the
that.
worst
It is
part?
a British television dance contest featuring celebrity contestants. So it's basically Dancing with the Stars. Yeah.
It sounds inappropriate.
It sounds
It sounds extremely inappropriate. They need to get a new name.
You want to know
He's
the worst
hanging out.
part?
Yes, I would love
So
to.
when her family reported her missing,
Oh,
he then showed a lot of concern for them, and he
of
was
course.
like, "Oh, like he went on, they posted it on Facebook and stuff that she was missing, and he went on Facebook and he was like, I feel sorry for her. This is a quote. I feel sorry for her mother. And then when asked why, he like replied, well, if I was a parent, I'd be worried if my daughter was missing. And like, that's literally
What a slimy little,
what a devil.
like,
I hate children.
like, that's just, like, so crappy to, like, fake sympathy. Maybe he was sympathetic, but even he just blatantly lied about it. Like, he knew what happened to her. He was the one that did it. And, like, the fact that he even, like, bothered posting it.
So earlier when they had been talking about him killing her, he was talking about, like, he was calmly talking about different ways he could kill her. Mm-hmm. And over a cup of tea, I love how many times I say tea in this.
Amazing.
He disclosed that he was considering poisoning, drowning, or pushing her off a cliff.
Wow.
Bragging how he could get away with it, or and how he could cover up the killing.
Cocky. Much. Like,
Yeah, I don't think, it never says it in here, but I'm gonna guess one of the people he told snitched.
Oh, yeah.
Because
That's like concern. Like I just feel like if you are sitting there talking about murder all the time, like okay, maybe not murder. If you were talking about physically murdering somebody, like I feel like that's gonna raise some eyebrows.
yeah.
Oh no, yeah, Abella just like gasped and is having her crazy shocked face right
Joshua was telling his friends, she was like this, he was just describing how he murdered her.
now. Ugh.
She was facing away from me and I thought, this is it, I'm gonna do it. I tried to break her neck. She was screaming, so I picked up a rock and started hitting her with it. The worst part was feeling and seeing her skull give way.
Oh.
If that's the worst part.
Not the fact that you just murdered some. Okay.
And after he went and, like, apparently, like, after all that, he went to his aunt's house and spent the rest of the night there and then watched No Country for Old Men, which is, like, a violent thriller.
Of course.
And then she was found. And her body was found face down in the rain the following day.
Face down in the dirt, she said. This doesn't hurt, she said.
And this
Okay.
was after one of Josh's friends was like, hey.
Hey, I think my friend just brutally murdered his ex-girlfriend, but I'm about to buy him breakfast, so.
Did he get his breakfast?
Yeah, did he get?
I think he did.
Oh, good.
Good for him.
He got breakfast.
Was it good?
Better have been worth it.
Was it worth it?
It better have been.
It cost one life.
It literally cost somebody's life.
Cost someone's
And
life.
probably his, because he's going to be spending the rest of his in
And
prison,
when
most
he was
likely.
like finally arrested, like it was described when he went to like court and stuff. It was described how like he just didn't care. Like there was no remorse.
Oh my god. I just don't understand how you don't feel bad. My favorite. Like, I just can't comprehend that. I can't. I feel like every week.
How do you talk about like the worst part was watching her skull give way and
Yeah.
then like act?
This is the casualness of it is just what appalls me. And like, I feel like every week, you know, we bring these murders, we talk about murder, and like every week we're just like, how?
Then at the trial, he blamed someone else for it and said when he got there, she was already dead.
Are you. Okay. Okay.
The judge had ordered sentencing for a psychiatric report, so that means he's gonna like go have tests done.
Oh, good. He
And
probably
go to a mental
definitely needs
institution.
it, because if you don't have remorse after, you know, literally,
I'm
I'm just done with the world. Please stop murdering people.
It never says
Thanks.
if he got his breakfast.
The true mystery.
Where did he eat breakfast? Was it good? What did he have?
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Probably because he just doesn't care, but
Was he arrested at the breakfast table?
here is the poll of the week, hypothetical poll of the week. Would you murder somebody for free breakfast?
And the breakfast could be anything.
Like, literally,
And you could murder anybody.
yep. Here's my thing. I'm not a huge breakfast person.
I
I-
breakfast.
I just, you know, most
I
breakfast
love
foods, I'm like, I
breakfast.
would rather eat dinner. I really just like dinner. I love it. Breakfast,
Waffles, pancakes,
Like-
parfait,
like,
fresh fruits,
I like
cereal.
I like the things, but I'm just like, it's not my favorite. Like, I don't need to have
Favorite.
breakfast.
I love breakfast. I love all breakfast food.
Would you murder somebody for breakfast?
No,
Okay.
because my breakfast usually like consists of an Eggo waffle, which I like Eggo waffles, but
But not more than I like living my life as a free woman, having not murdered somebody.
yeah. Like I went home the other night and I was like, JoJo, we're making waffles, and then I just made waffles. Like
I respect that.
I like handmade waffles because that's how much I love waffles.
I understand. I love whenever they use waffles as like buns. What a great idea.
I love breakfast tacos too.
Oh, true.
We're getting really off track.
Yeah.
This episode has been a wild one.
Okay. Bye.
You've been listening to I Was a Teenage Murderer. Your hosts for today were Noel Jones and Abella Knott. The show is produced by Joshua Bumpus and executive produced by Colette Curry-Kendall and Scott McCarran. Our advertising manager is Crystal Erb. Theme music created by Joshua Bumpus. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at I Was a Teenage Murderer and subscribe to our show on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.